Welcome to Book of Recaps. Today we are going to discuss the movie Bad Times at the El Royale. The story begins as we see the Hotel El Royale. A man named Felix comes here, takes a room, and after entering the room, he first removes the carpet. After removing the carpet, he breaks the wood of the floor and hides a bag inside. He thinks that his work is done, but soon another man comes here who has a gun in his hand and he shoots Felix. Then the time starts to pass, and 10 years go by. We see the Hotel El Royale again. But in the last 10 years, many things have changed here. Now, not many people come here because the gambling license of this hotel has been taken away. But still, some people come. Then we see a car here, and a black lady comes out of this car, whose name is Darlene Sweet. Then we see another man here who is a priest, and his name is Father Daniel Flynn. As soon as Flynn sees this woman, he starts helping her, and they both go inside the hotel. But they don't see anyone far away. Then they see another guest. His name is Laramie Sullivan. As soon as Sullivan sees them, he starts talking to them because he is very friendly. And he tells them the whole history of this hotel and why not many people come here. He explains that because the gambling license has been snatched, many people have stopped coming. He says he wants a room here as soon as possible. That's why Darlene screams, "Is there anyone here?" Then a boy comes out. His name is Miles Miller, and Miles takes care of this hotel. Other than him, there is no other staff here. And not many people come here, so Miles always sleeps. Then when everyone finds out that there is only one staff member here, they are surprised and ask why. He tells them that the hotel is going down. That's why there is no other staff here. And if they need anything, then Miles will be the only one to help them. Then they start booking their rooms. First, Darlene gets a room. Her room number is 5. Then Daniel gets a room. His room number is 4. And they leave with their keys. Then a very fast car comes and stops here, and a girl comes out of this car who is doing very strange things. This girl's name is Emily Summer Spring. She comes to the counter and starts misbehaving with Miles. Miles tries to explain to her again and again, but she is not interested in anything. She just wants a room here, and she wants room number 1. Then we see Sullivan. As soon as he hears room number 1, he gets angry and says that he came here first and that he wants room number 1. Then they start arguing. Finally, Emily goes to another room, and Sullivan gets room number 1. And Sullivan is very happy about this because room number 1 is a honeymoon suite. But Sullivan has come here alone. Still, he wants a honeymoon suite. That's why Sullivan reaches his room. And after entering the room, he starts his work. He starts removing the wires from everywhere because he already knows how many tapping wires are here. And Sullivan's real name is Dewey Broadbeck, and he is a special agent. And his department already knows that there is illegal activity here. That's why they want to find out about this hotel, and for this work, they have sent Sullivan here. Then Sullivan searches the whole house, and one by one, the wires come out. There is no such place in this room, and there is no such corner where these people have not put the wires. So after seeing this thing, Sullivan reports to the department. But now he wants to investigate everything. That's why he goes out. Then he finds out that Miles is not here. Then he takes advantage of this and takes out the key to a secret door. But as soon as he goes inside, he first sees Miles, and Miles is high on drugs. Seeing this thing, we know how Miles can sleep all day. He is high on drugs all day. And after seeing this, Sullivan is happy because now he will be able to do his research very easily. Miles will not be an obstacle for him. That's why he starts going inside. Then as soon as he reaches down, he is surprised to see things, because all the rooms here have mirrors, and there is a lane behind those mirrors. And from this lane, anyone can see inside the rooms. Whoever comes here, he will be able to see what is happening inside the room. That's why he starts looking at everyone. First, he sees Daniel, and after seeing Daniel, he is stunned, because he is breaking the floor below his room. Sullivan doesn't understand why a father would be doing this. Then he goes a little further and sees Darlene. Darlene is closing every place in her room so that her voice does not go out. Then when she closes every place, she starts singing. And there is a button here, and by pressing it, the inner voices can be heard. That's why as soon as Sullivan presses the button, he hears Darlene's voice. And he also finds out that Darlene is a singer, and she sings very well. Then he goes further and sees Emily. And after seeing Emily, he is even more stunned, because Emily pulls a girl from her car and brings her to her room. This girl is very young. Then she brings her to the room and ties her to a chair. And after seeing all this, Sullivan is very upset because he thought they were all ordinary people. That's why he looks at the camera here, and he realizes that a video is also being made here. And all this work is done by the hotel people. They keep an eye on everyone, and when a VIP guest comes, they make a video of him so that they can blackmail him. And so much information is enough for Sullivan to raid here. That's why he immediately goes up from here and calls his department and tells them everything and says that all the things we had heard about this hotel are true. He keeps an eye on everyone and there is a camera below. Then his department says that he has to stay here and that no guest should go out. And they already have a recording. He has to get that recording too. Then Sullivan also gets ready to find out about other things. That's when we see Darlene's story, and we find out that Darlene was a chorus singer. But one day her director saw her and realized that she sings very well. That's why he called her to his cabin and started offering her a song in the main lead. But he wouldn't give her a chance like this. In return, he wanted to take advantage of Darlene. And for this, he gives a lot of logic to Darlene, that she has been working hard for so many days but has not been successful. But if I want, he says, then I can change your life. Then after hearing these things, Darlene could not refuse. That's when the story comes in the present. And we find out that the same music composer has given Darlene a chance, and she has to go to a place to perform. But she had to stop here on the way. Then Darlene is thinking about these things when her door rings. And as soon as she opens the gate, she finds Daniel at her door, who praises her song a lot, and says that he is very impressed with her song. That's why he wants her to come to dinner with him. He says, I will pay for the food, and in return, you will only have to sing to me. Then after hearing this, Darlene is also happy, and they go out to eat. But there is no staff here, so they have to take out the food from the machine. Then they eat and start sharing their thoughts with each other. Then Daniel tells Darlene that he is getting old very soon, and old age has come on his head. That's why he is forgetting things, and he thinks he will soon forget who he is. And after saying all these things, he starts getting emotional. But in the end, he tells Darlene that he will get another drink for her too. Then after saying all this, he goes to get the drink, and he starts mixing something in Darlene's drink. But as soon as he takes the drink and turns back, Darlene hits the bottle on his head because she had seen what Daniel was mixing in his drink. Then we see Sullivan, who is spoiling everyone's cars so that no one goes from here. Then she looks at Emily's room, and the girl who is locked in that room, we get to see her story now. And the story goes into a flashback. Then we see Rose on a beach, and she is sitting with her luggage. That means she has run away from home. Then a boy comes in front of her. His name is Billy Lee, and Lee impresses Rose with his words. Then the story comes again in the present time, and we see the hotel room. Then Emily comes to Rose and tells her that nothing will happen to her. Then we find out that these two are sisters, but Emily's door rings behind it. So as soon as she goes to the door, Sullivan breaks the door and comes inside. Then Emily falls down, and Sullivan starts saving Rose. Then as soon as Rose is free, Emily wakes up and picks up her gun. And while picking up the gun, she kills Sullivan. And Sullivan dies here. But when Emily shot at him, then the glass in his room also broke. And Emily found out that from there, someone can see everything because there is a lane on the other side. That's why she starts looking at this lane carefully. Then the story goes a while ago and we see Daniel. When Darlene hit him on the head and he fell unconscious, then Miles came to him and picked him up. But as soon as Daniel comes to his senses, his illness starts to overpower him, and he forgets how he got here. And he also forgot his room number. That's why he asks Miles for help. But now Miles is very upset, and he thinks Daniel is a father. That's why he tells him, I have to confess in front of you, I have done a very bad thing. And after saying so much, he takes him downstairs, and they both reach the same lane from where they can peep into all the rooms. Then after seeing this thing, Daniel gets angry, but Miles tells him that he never comes here. When I get an order, that's when I come here. Then he asks who gives him the order. Then he tells that the people above him do. That's when Daniel sees a camera here and asks why there is a camera here. Then Miles tells that very bad people come here, and he has seen very bad things. He has seen a senator here who was killing an animal in such a bad way. Then Daniel asks him if he still has the tape. Then Miles starts thinking about it. Then they go to Emily's room, and they see the roads closed. Meanwhile, Sullivan comes to the room, and Emily starts fighting him. Then Emily also picks up the gun. And when Emily shoots Sullivan, then that bullet breaks through the glass and hits Miles here. That's why Miles falls down. And after seeing this thing, Daniel runs away. Then the story goes again a little while ago, and we see Darlene. When Darlene hit Daniel on the head, then she was very scared because she is a black lady, and if the police come here, then they will not leave her at all. That's why Darlene starts preparing to run away. Then she sees that Sullivan is ruining everyone's cars. Then she follows Sullivan. Then Sullivan goes to Emily's room. Then Emily kills him. And after killing him, Emily goes across the door. Then she calls Lee every day and tells her address. And after telling the address, she also goes across the door. Then Emily goes to Sullivan and takes the jack of her car. Then she puts it in the car and starts the car. That's when Daniel comes here at the right time, and he tells Darlene that he just wants to talk. That's why he comes inside and starts telling his story, that he is not a character, but a thief. And 10 years ago, he committed a big theft with his brother, Felix. Then after the theft, I told Felix that he should go to El Royale and hide all the money under a room. And I am going to erase all the evidence. That's why I took the car and left. And my brother reached El Royale. But as soon as he hid the money, our own companion killed him. But he didn't get the money. That's when the police caught me and I was sent to jail. That too for 15 years. But as time passed, my memory started fading. That's when I went to the doctor, and the doctor told me that I have dementia. And my mother had this disease and my grandfather too. That's why it's genetic. But soon I was released from jail, and as soon as I was released, I came here first so that I can get the money out of the room. And I searched my entire room, but the money is not there. That's why I came to you, so that I can make you unconscious, and then I can search your room. Then they both deal that whatever money they get, they will share it. That's when we see Emily, who has a gun on Miles, and she tells him to tell her everything. Why do you record all this? Then Miles says that he doesn't know much. I am told and I do the same, and I have seen very bad things. Then Emily asks him what he has seen. Then he says that he has seen a senator beating his son, and he has never seen anyone beating anyone so mercilessly. He had seen a man who had written sorry on his own body. He used to scream and then bite. He used to bite and then scream. And there was a worse man. He had brought a wolf in the room. Then he tied the wolf and had sex with him. Then after hearing all this, Emily is also shocked, and she goes to see the guest list. Then she remembers that there are 2 more people here. That's why they go down and start peeping in all the rooms. That's when they see Darlene, and Darlene is singing here because she knows that someone can see from behind. That's why she sings, and whenever she claps, that's when Daniel breaks the woods below so that no one knows what they are doing. Then they leave after seeing, and they only see Darlene here. Daniel is hidden between 2 beds, and he is breaking the bed. That's why Emily asks Miles where father is. Then he doesn't tell her anything. But now Daniel and Darlene have both got money. That's why they are running away with the bag. But as soon as they go out, 2 people catch them. And here is the entry of Lee. Then we are shown the story of Lee. Lee has a very large group, and his group is only full of homeless, and he is their leader. Then since she met him every day, she was living with him. Then Emily went to take her sister. Then slowly she got to know about Lee. Lee had a fight with a girl, saying that whoever wins will get a chance to sleep with Lee. And Rose won this fight. Rose loves Lee, but Emily knows how bad Lee is, and he will take advantage of Rose. And Rose is very young. She shouldn't sleep with anyone. That's why she took Rose and ran away. And now the story comes back to the present. When Lee has tied everyone and he takes out all the money from the bag, then he gets a tape. And after seeing the tape, he is shocked because it has a picture of a senator. That's why he asks them, "Whose money is this?" Then Darlene lies and says that this money is mine. Then Lee gets angry. That's why he kills Emily. And here Emily dies. But this doesn't matter to his sister. Then he asks Daniel what his name is, but Daniel forgets his name. Then Lee gets angry again, and he is going to kill them again. Then Daniel attacks him, and they both start fighting. Meanwhile, Darlene falls down, and she tells Miles to help her. Then Miles says that he doesn't want to kill more people. Then after hearing this, Darlene wakes up and says that how many people have you killed? Then Miles tells that 123. And the story goes to the flashback, and we get to see Miles's childhood, and he kills the flying birds in his childhood. That's why he goes to Vietnam, and there too he kills a lot of people. But when the war ends, then Miles breaks that he has killed so many people. That's why he decides that he won't kill anyone. Then Darlene says that you will have to help us. Even if you don't want to kill people, don't kill. Then we see Daniel, who Lee is beating very mercilessly. And after hurting him, he picks up the gun and goes to kill Daniel. Then Miles comes here and shows his missing target. Then he shoots directly at Lee's head and frees Daniel. And one by one he starts killing all the people of Lee. And he doesn't miss a single target. Whoever he shoots, that bullet goes straight to his head. Then we see Rose, who is mourning near Lee's corpse. Then Miles comes here to take care of her. But Rose stabs him in the stomach. Then after seeing this, Daniel shoots Rose. Then Miles starts dying. That's why Daniel goes to him and asks him to confess. And Miles accepts all his sins and asks God for forgiveness. Then Daniel tells him that God has forgiven you. And with this, Miles dies. Then they take all the money and leave. But they burn the tape here so that the tape never comes out. And after burning the tape, they leave. And time goes by like this. Then after a while we see Daniel, who enters a grand hotel. That's when Darlene comes here to give a performance. Then she sees Daniel and starts singing. And with this, the film ends.